Hey guys, hope you are doing well. So let's go for this section about Microsoft Purview. It's, guys, one of the best, according to me, one of the best product of Microsoft. There is first many things that you could do, okay, regarding data governance, and as you can see here, like data security, compliance regarding, for example, the GPDR, sorry, rules, and many type of countries rules that applied across the world, because you could be in a multinational country where you could be in France, and at the same time in Germany and in United States, but the rules that apply politically to those country are very different, and that's why you have the HIPAA, if I'm not wrong, and they are standard that is present in either many countries or to each countries. Okay, so we're gonna go to those scenarios, and they are real life scenarios, meaning they are real life ticket that you could get from your system admin, or I don't know, your Microsoft 365 admin, or if you are Microsoft 365 admin, you can implement those type of rules, and those type of tickets, those type of yeah, you can address this type of issue. And we're going to talk first about data loss prevention. Guys, we're going to start with the most difficult, and then we're going to go to the easiest. Okay, so data loss prevention, information protection. Actually, I don't know, both of them are, I think, one of the most complicated in terms of. So yeah, so it's fine if I add data loss prevention as the first, then information protection, safe label and science department sensitivity label, then data lifecycle management, retention policy, and in the e-discovery case. So guys, don't worry about if you don't understand any of those names. I'm gonna cover it right now with an example, and after we will look at it through Microsoft Purview, and we will go to each one of those scenarios and issue, and we will address them, and you will see that you will see, especially when I will implement them and show you how it works practically and concretely, you will have a clear understanding to each one of those issue and scenarios, and you will fully understand it if you stick to the end. Like I'm telling you, you really need to, like I told you guys always, but just to take notes and to really pay attention to this video. But again, it's been a very long time that I didn't implement those rules, so maybe I will need, okay, I will need maybe like Copilot to help me on certain things. So so yeah, so let's go first with the meaning of each one of them. Let's go with data loss prevention. Okay, so guys, we call it DLP. So DLP is a system that monitors and controls how sensitive information is shared across the company. Okay, and it ensures that it doesn't leave the organization, or also the departments. Okay, because it could go widely to organization, but also to departments. And the aim of it is that it doesn't leave accidentally or intentionally. You understand? So it uses rules to identify confidential data like credit card numbers, social security number, and all of these type of information that are very sensitive. Okay, and what it do, it blocks it from being emailed and shared on cloud platforms or accessed by unauthorized people. So you could have, for example, here, um, I prefer blue actually. So you have here antidote oh, sorry guys, the antidote security company here. So we have our company here, that is antidote security company, and you have here the Google company, okay? And you have like many departments. And let's say you work in the HR, okay? You work in the HR, and the HR and one of the employee in the HR accidentally shared one like a big document through uh, through internet to employee in Google, okay, to an employee in Google, and accidentally he shared like a very important document that is related that concern HR, that it concerns, sorry, like very private information about employee in antidote security. And if you implement, in order to prevent this, you will implement data loss prevention, so DLP, so it directly block. It will not go outside. The data will not go outside. You could also have another example. Also, I forget, but it could also go. You could also set another DLP that prevents any data loss from department also. So if you are in the marketing and one of the employee in HR accidentally again he is sharing documents that is related to employee again, and you forget that he attached on his email these documents, and what it does, it will again block. It will block. He will start to send, but it will block, and it will return a mail that say, be careful, you are sending a very important email to this person, to this marketing guy here, so we just cancel this email. Okay, and it worked like this. Okay, it worked like this. You could also have like same example, but let's say an employee tries to upload a document containing customer credit card details to a third-party file sharing site, and the DLP detects this and blocks the upload while notifying the employee of the violation. And it could not only notify the employee, for example, the HR company, the HR employee, but it could also trigger an email if you want to the, for example, here is the IT team, and it will contact the system administrator and tell him about this and tell him, yeah, there is this guy that tried to do this, so maybe it's good if you call him and remember him the I don't know, just let him know what's going on. Like, just have a phone call with the employee in HR, and maybe he's new, maybe he doesn't, he forget about the rules or whatever, and you will just like tell him what's going on right now with you not couldn't share this email. Okay, so yeah, so you need to see it, the actual concept of it. It's like you need to see it like an automatic security scanner for your company's information, and it ensures that sensitive data stays safe by preventing it from leaving your organization or being shared inappropriately. Okay, so it's simple as this, guys. So that's great. I will actually stick to, but that's fine if I repeat this schema again, it's fine. So now the other one that I want to do, um let's do information protection, okay? Because this one again like is a heavy one. So information protection, guy, let's say this. We're gonna start with label by explaining this because it works like that. So information protection labels are like classifications for your data. Okay, they help you control how information is shared and accessed. So we could say again, for example, you have your company here. Okay, you have like Antidote Security Company, and you have like the Google company. And in each section, for example, each section represents departments, and you are working on the documents. Okay, you are in the, for example, same HR, you're in the HR department, and there is one employee here that is working with one document. Okay, he's working with one document on his laptop. He's working with one document on his laptop, and basically what's happened here is that whenever he will create a document, whenever he will create a document on OneDrive, he needs absolutely to give an actual label, okay, an actual label to this document every time. So he could say, okay, this one is, let's say, sorry guys, this one is fine. Like it's a document that is not sensitive. So I will say that, sorry, I will say that these documents remain public, because I don't need to implement uh, any sort of any sort of encryption or whatever. It could be shared. It means that this document, when you implement this label, it means that you could share with everybody in the company. Everybody. You could even share with partners. For example, if Antidote Security is working with Google, they could also share it once it has the label, once it has the this public label, if we call it like this. It could be easy able to share it anywhere he wants. Okay, but when you are talking about sensitivity label, okay, if this actual label is marked as sensitive, okay, like you add a sensitive label to this one, so now it become like, what sign could I make? I could make like, I don't know, I could make like this sign, okay, and it means that these signs mean there is a sensitivity label. Okay, it's a sensitivity label. So for data, the meaning is that data for data that must be, sorry, data need to stay and kept confidential, such as, for example, it could be a financial reports or customer data or things regarding employee here. Okay, it could be like social security number or IBAN for their transfer, for their payment, salary transfer, etc., etc. So these labels can enforce encryption and limit sharing among those different departments, and of course also to other departments in Google. Okay, actually I need to do this. um yeah, so yeah, it limit the sharing and it block unauthorized access. So for example, if you are about to share it, and this guy here in marketing will open it and he could not open it, or he will receive a mail but he cannot do anything with the email, or like this type of thing. And you could add also in information protection, we will see this in the video, but you could also add like uh like how you say it, what is the name for it, like a big transparent logo just on the background. And there's a name for this, but I just don't have it. But you could share a document, and when the guy will open it, it will be only there will be only like logo everywhere of the company. Okay, so meaning like you see this logo here, it will be everywhere in the document, and it will say very confidential, etc., etc. So it works like this. Or the other example that you could say also is that if a sensitivity label is applied to a financial report in the finance department, only authorized employees can open it. Okay, and if the file is forwarded or downloaded the encryption prevents access by unauthorized people. Okay, and simply, guys, information protection. It's like giving your files and emails an access badges. That's it. Like a safe badge means anyone can see it with this public label or safe badge. And while a sensitive badge means only certain people with the right permissions can view or edit. Okay, so if this employee guy here, he share it with, he could maybe when he implements this label, he could share it to, for example, like other guy in the HR department, but he could not share it to other people in the other departments. Simple as this. Okay, so let's go now with the like easiest one. So let's talk about sorry. I want to talk about e-discovery. Yeah, let's do e-discovery. It's much simpler. So guys, but let's see. So I it will be then what? Oh, sorry guys. So it will be e-discovery and what else? Oh, in data lifecycle management. So only the simple one. Okay. So e-discovery, guys, it stands for electronic discovery and is a feature in Microsoft Purview that allows company to search, collect, and export digital data like emails, files, or chats for legal compliance. Okay, like not legal compliance, but more for legal stuff. Okay, um, and it could be also for internal investigation. It's specifically designed to help legal, legal, like the legal or compliance teams, accessing relevant information quickly without manually going through every piece of data. So it's a very powerful tools, a product from Microsoft 365. And one of the example is that you can imagine a legal team, for example, a legal team. Do I need to mark this or not? Mm, yeah, no, I don't need actually. Yeah, because the actual example that I have is quite simple. But okay, imagine a legal team needs all email sent by an employee who left the company regarding a specific project. With e-discovery, with I will show you here, with e-discovery. With e-discovery here, where is it? With e-discovery, you can search across the organization's mailboxes for those emails and export them securely for review. So you can handle everything here, guys. When I say everything, is really, like I said, emails, files, chats, like anything possible. You will see it here, okay? You will see it here, okay, guys? So yeah, so this is one of the big, um, yeah, like one of the big thing about e-discovery. And now, what about data? Not data loss prevention, but data lifecycle management. So, guys, this one again is pretty simple. Data lifecycle management is about controlling how long data is kept and what happens to it afterward. So, it's this like retention policies ensure that important data stay accessible for compliance purposes, and irrelevant or outdated data is deleted to free up space and reduce risks, but especially to free up space. So let's go with an example. A company might set a retention policy where financial records are retained for 7 years, okay, as required by the law. It's the law that's actually like say, okay, because if they have like a legal case or whatever things, they need to provide those data for whatever reason. So after 7 years, the policy automatically deletes these records to prevent it could be clutter and ensure compliance with data privacy laws, because the laws said you need to retain your data for 7 years. More than this, just it's fine, do whatever you want with the data, but you need to keep your data for at least 7 years. No, not at, yeah, at least 7 years, and then you can do whatever you want with your data. If you want to keep it, you keep it. If you want to delete it, you delete it. But most of the time, they will for sure delete it because they need to free up some space. Company need to free up some space. So it's the actual concept of it is you need to see it like a timer. Okay, it's like having a timer for your data, and this timer ensures you keep it long enough to follow rules, but not so long that it become a liability. And actually, like it's already a waste, guy, a waste for 95% of the time. Keeping data more than 5 years, 4 years, it's like already a liability, but you just try to make it because there is law, there's many things that could happen, so you just keep it, but after a certain times you totally delete it. Okay, so did we cover everything? This okay. Sorry guys. Okay, so we're gonna start with the actual scenarios. I hope we're not gonna stay, yeah, I hope it's not going to be too long. I will try to keep it very clean. I will try, but because we need also we will try every of our rules, unless maybe because this is this one, guys. This that is the most important. This one, of course, we would not wait 7 years for the retention policy in order to sow them. Sorry, guys, I'm already tired. I'm already tired. But you understand my point, right? So we'll just implement the retention policy, and that's it. And for the e-discovery case, yes, it will be an actual. We could do a real, like a real ticket, and we will look at what we have implemented. Okay, that's great. That's great, guys.